Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this WILN Sports Special presentation of the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 9, as the Black Knights of Lake Lehman take on the Bulldogs of Berwick. We thank you for joining us for continuing coverage of high school football on WILN. You are looking live at Crispin Field in Berwick. Both teams' captains are down at midfield with our referee, Jim Miller.
Over here.
Looked like Jim Miller gave the signal that Lake Lehman won the toss. They have deferred, so Berwick will get the ball to start. We thank you for joining us for week number 9 of high school football coverage here on WILN. I'm Marty Burns, joined by the Berwick Sports Hall of Famer, Mr. Joe DeMelfi, Jim Burns on the stats, and Mike Sosar down on the sidelines. Before we get to our officials, we are going to pause to hear from the Berwick Marching Band and our national anthem.
We'll sing the Berwick High School Alma Mater, followed by our national anthem. Please rise.
Oh, now rub it in.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night. That our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Very nice rendition of the Berwick Alma Mater and our national anthem. And as promised, we'll go over our officials. We mentioned referee Jim Miller. The umpire tonight is Mr. Bob Jones. Bob Lutzik is the linesman. The side judge, Greg Zimchak. The field judge is Frank McCabe. And we like to mention the line judge, Carmen Caleri. 37 years as a football official. Tonight is his final game in the stripes, and we want to congratulate Carmen on his many years of officiating and going out tonight with this matchup tonight between Lake Lehman and Berwick. The Lehigh Valley Health Network is pleased to be the official sponsor of WYLN's Game of the Week. Best of luck to the Black Knights and Bulldogs from the Lehigh Valley Health Network. And now we bring in Joe DeMelfi and Coach. Feels like we've been here a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about these Bulldogs against Coughlin. The big running attack of the Crusaders against the Bulldog defense. Tougher task tonight for the Bulldogs. Number one rush defense in the Wyoming Valley Conference, just under 71 yards rushing per game allowed. Lake Lehman, number one rushing attack in the Wyoming Valley Conference, just over 276 yards per game. And I would think that it's going to come down to whoever has the advantage at the end of the night.
Yeah, you're right, Marty. And rushing defense, Berwick on the defensive side of the ball, very quick to the ball, cover the field, tackle well. Lake Lehman has a couple of running backs who piled up big yardage.
Number 51, Henry Salingo.
But as we mentioned that, Joe, the Bulldogs will get the ball to start with the Barbush Automotive kickoff. Henry Salingo gets it away. Picked up by the Bulldogs' Alex Parks, and Parks is out across the 40. Brought down out near the 45-yard line. That's where the Bulldogs will start first and 10. Many thanks to MetroCast Communications for allowing us to be live in your home this evening for this matchup between Lake Lehman and the Berwick Bulldogs.
Bulldogs with good field position out near the 44-yard line, 43-yard line. Parks with about a 15 to 20-yard return. So Jared Marshman at the helm as the Bulldogs take their offensive set to the field.
Marshman had missed most of the season due to injury, came back a couple of weeks ago, taking over as quarterback as Klinger gets the first carry of the night for a gain of about 2 to the 45. We're going to look at that Bulldog offense. Peck, Monaco, Craig, Zalutko, Struther up front. Montez, the tight end. We mentioned Marshman, the quarterback, back in after injury. Klinger and Lynn in the backfield. Wilk and Beckhorn, the receivers.
Interesting. Jared Marshman's under center. Berwick has had some problems as a flag goes down. Berwick has had some problems, Marty, with the snap in the pistol or shotgun formation, especially when the center gets an A-gap person or a nose guard. We're going to back the Bulldogs up, make it second and about 13.
Marshman's first pass behind the intended receiver.
Pass right side of the formation intended for Beckhorn, incomplete.
Damon Beckhorn now wearing number 3.
Yeah, Beckhorn looked like he was going up the field. Marshman threw it to his outside, and Beckhorn never was able to get around on it.
So with a third down and 13, Marshman out of the gun. Looks left. Being pressured down the middle of the field, incomplete. Looked like he was looking for Jared Watts.
Watts running a go pattern, really, and a good coverage by that Lake Lehman secondary. So the Bulldogs 3 and out with the penalty. Lake Lehman will start their offensive quest.
Klinger on for the BLB Auto Sales punt back deep for the Black Knights, number 11, Trey Borger. As you mentioned, Lake Lehman coming in on a 5-game winning streak. They're 6-2. Bulldogs 7-1, looking to cement number 1 seed in the District 2 4A bracket. And Klinger gets a favorable roll. It's going to go all the way inside the 10, and it'll be down at the 9. That's where the Black Knights will take over first and 10. Many thanks to MetroCast Communications for helping us out to be live in your homes tonight for this matchup between Lake Lehman and Berwick.
I'll tell you what, Marty, 20 yards difference if you had fair caught that ball instead of letting it hit and roll. And you could start your offense at the 29 or 30. Now you're going to start it at the 10.
Senior quarterback Nate O'Donnell brings on the Black Knight offense. Mentioned number 1 rushing attack in the Wyoming Valley Conference. That team averaging 31 points per game on the season. And O'Donnell will go under center. And the first give is to Kurtz. Matt Kurtz gets out to about the 16. A nice gain on first down, a gain of 7 on the play. As the Black Knights come no huddle, get a look at the S.J. Kowalski replay.
Kurtz, along with the motion, number 1, which sort of masked that dive play, basically, picks up about 7 or 8 on the play, running out of a slot and a wing.
And it's Kurtz again. Kurtz with a nice second effort. It's going to depend on the spot. He may have picked up a first down. We'll check on that in a moment.
Noah Craig on the tackle, but a gain of 3, and it will be a first down for the Black.
Get a look at the Bulldog defense. LeGrand, Monaco, Snyder, and Norse up front. Lynn, Noah Craig. The linebackers Beckhorn, Klinger, Wilk, Parks, and Lawbaugh, the D-backs. And it was a Harry Zhu Pullet first down for the Black Knights, as the nose of the football just touching the 20-yard line.
Marty, that man in motion, you can give it to him on a jet-type sweep. So there's another play off that as they look at the off-tackle power play goes nowhere.
Noah Craig, one of the first ones to stack up the ball carrier in the middle, as that was Zach Kojadinovic on the carry for the Black Knights for no gain.
Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Noah Craig leads.
They tried to run the fullback up off that off-tackle slot, and like I said, Marty, Berwick very quick to that. I think one of the things you need to do against a defense that is this quick, run a little misdirection, run some motion, get them to open up a little bit and see if you can pop one.
Borger in motion. He's going to get the football. Borger, a nice burst of speed for a gain of about 4. It's going to bring up a third down and about 6 for the Black Knights.
There's that jet sweep I talked about, going from right to left, forces a third down.
Clock under 9 minutes left in the opening quarter. Scoreless on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. Berwick went 3 and out, aided by a false start penalty. Lake Lehman has gotten a first down on their opening possession and are now faced with a 3rd and 6. Borger in motion to the bottom of your screen. This is going to be a handoff to Kurtz. Bulldogs read it well, bring him down for a gain of 2. It's going to bring up a 4th and 4. We'll see what Jerry Gilski does here with the Black Knights.
I think one of the things, Marty, off the action they're running is play action. Coach Gilski obviously didn't want to go to that deep in their territory. They're about the 25, 26-yard line. So it looks like the Black Knights will punt it away.
It'll be a BLB Auto Sales punt. Looks like it's number 84, Floyd McCroy. Whistle stopped the play. Referee Jim Miller threw the flag, and it's a false start against the Black Knights, forcing them back 5. Back deep for the Bulldogs, number 8, Evan Klinger, number 7, Tegan Wilk. Wilk has already returned a punt this season for a touchdown.
Tegan Wilkes, the one that ignited the Bulldogs when they were behind that Wyoming area with that touchdown return, punt return. Looks like the Bulldogs could end up with very good field position.
Line drive kick. Klinger takes it his 45. He's in the Black Knight territory. Klinger inside the 40. Trying to get to the outside. He's inside the 30, the 20. And Klinger will be forced out of bounds.
There are two things there, Marty. Punt coverage suffered because that punt was on a line drive. So it got to Klinger quickly. Tegan Wilk takes up the first man down the field. Klinger finds the lane, bounces it outside.
Ball will be marked at the 11.
For coverage, Marty, you need some hang time. And that punt did not have any hang time.
First and 10 for Berwick.
A return of 44 yards to the 11 for Evan Klinger. The Bulldogs start this drive in the Grand Central red zone with a 1st and 10 at the Lake Lehman 11. It's going to be Klinger straight up the middle. And Klinger gets tripped up. Looks like they'll mark him at the 6 for a gain of 5.
Tackle at the 5.
Ran a little counter type action. Klinger going to the right side. Picks up good yardage. You're going to take another look at this.
That replay brought to you by S.J. Kowalski. 2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs from the Lake Lehman 6. Beckhorn in motion on the bottom of your screen. It's Klinger again. Klinger to the end zone. Touchdown, Berwick.
Great job by the right side of that Bulldog line. They opened a hole up. Klinger takes it to the end zone. Joey Lynn, along with the Bulldog line, doing some blocking. Bulldogs jump up very quickly.
Ken Marshman on for the point after. Sorry, Joe.
6:46 first quarter.
Marshman earlier this week scored 2 goals in a 3-0 victory over Lake Lehman in soccer. He's looking to make this a 7-0 advantage with his foot once again. The kick is up, and it is good. As Joe mentioned, 6:46 left in the opening quarter. Bulldogs strike first, leading 7-0.
We're here. We're here to fight this. We're here with board-certified oncologists. We're here with access to genetic counseling, clinical trials, and the most advanced treatment options. We're here with the strength of the region's leading health network. And now we're here in Hazleton, the new LVHN Cancer Center. We're here for you.
It's Octoberger. The sale's so big they named a month after it.
Save over $4,000 on the purchase of any 2017 Buick Encore from stock. Get $4,000 down payment assistance from GM Financial on the purchase of any 2017 GMC Acadia. Save over $8,500 on the purchase of this 2017 GMC 2500 Double Cab.
At Berger Buick GMC, Route 93, Hazel Township.
Berger Family Dealerships. Drive with experience.
Off the big punt return by Evan Klinger, he scores the touchdown. Bulldogs up 7-0. Marshman for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. Kojadinovic at his own 4. Taking it to the far sideline. He's across the 20. Kojadinovic across the 30. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Looks like they'll mark him at the 41, give him a return of 37. Nice job there by Zach Kojadinovic.
I'll tell you what, Kojadinovic at the 5-yard line. First Berwick man that runs by him, out of control, right there. You need to break down and start to slide. You cannot run right by the man. Great return, 41-yard line. Lake Lehman, their own. They'll start their offense from that point.
But you did very well on his name. You know, another buddy of ours would have just said, I'll just call him Zach. On first down, the Black Knights get out for a gain of 3 to the 44. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
As I said before, one of the things, Marty, with Lake Lehman's offense, they have some movement in the backfield. We always talk about to find the ball to make a tackle. That's just a little bit of a deception. Very well run. They run it out of a slot one side and motion man the other.
This is Borger. Borger still on his feet. Forward progress gets him to the 47. Another gain of 3. And it'll leave the Black Knights with a 3rd down and 4.
Big problem with the jet sweep, Marty, is it's flat. It goes sideline to sideline. It's hard to turn it up the field because you're so flat. So picked up a couple there, forcing another 3rd down. Berwick made the stop on the last third down.
But the one thing early on, I mean, we've seen a lot of his press clippings, but you can see the speed of Trey Borger, that if he is able to get it upfield, you could be in trouble.
If he bounces it outside or gets to the secondary, he's going to be tough.
He goes in motion, but they give it to Kurtz. Noah Craig again, the first one there to meet him, but Kurtz was still going, but they ruled forward. Progress is stopped. This will depend on the decision of referee Jim Miller. And he says, Black Knight, Harry's, you pull it first down.
Lake Lehman off tackle again. You could see the effort. Legs moving. Gets the ball up the field.
First and 10 at the Berwick.
Lake Lehman relying on their strength. Berwick drive, Klinger 6-yard run, Marshman the kick, 2 plays, 11 yards, 36 seconds. Klinger had a big punt return.
This is Borger on first down. He's going to get to about the 46 for a gain of 3. If you or a loved one were injured in a car accident, speak with an attorney from the Slusser Law Firm in 1 hour or less. There's never a charge for us to evaluate your case.
Alex Parks on the Berwick tackle. Pick up of 3. Second down and 7.
Borger's been touching the ball about 15 to 16 times a game. That's his second or third rush.
Listed as a wide receiver, but he comes in as their leading rusher on the season. 784 yards total on the year. And this is Kurtz right up the middle. And Kurtz will get to about the 42. It looks like where they're going to mark him down now. Let's say the 41. Give him a gain of 5. Third and short coming up for the Black Knights.
Motion again and a little bit of a slant run by Kurtz. Again, good running style.
Jim LeGrand, J.J. Snyder on the Berwick tackle.
Decent job up front from that offensive line. Conigus, Meehan, Souter opening the hole at the line of scrimmage, forcing another third down.
O'Donnell just keeping himself, go straight up the middle. He's inside the 40 to the 38, and he's got a Black Knight. Harry's, you pull it. First down.
First down. Gain of 3 on the play.
Good push. Nate O'Donnell behind the center. Caleb Conigus. First down, so Lake Lehman, as we talked about pregame, relying on that rushing game. They have not put it up yet.
And they're chewing up clock. 2:45 and counting left in the opening quarter on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard with it 7-0. Kojadanovic, and it seemed like that play took a long time to develop, and Berwick was there defensively, and now late flags are thrown.
I'll tell you what, Marty, it did take a long time to develop because 2 backs, 1 on fake, and then we come back with Kojadanovic. Berwick right there defensively. Noah Craig, one of the Bulldogs on the stop.
Personal foul against Lake Lehman. Now, I would believe the down should count. This should be second down, added with the 15 yards, because I believe the play was over when the personal foul was called. It looks like they are going to call it second down, all the way back to the Lake Lehman 47.
As you said, Marty, play finished, then the foul committed. So it is going to be second 25. One of the things Lake Lehman can accomplish is eating the clock. The Bulldogs offense, which has been very good lately, doesn't have the ball. Tough situation for a running offense.
Fake to Borger, tried to sling it out to Kurtz, incomplete. Third and 25 coming up for the Black Knights. High school football on WILN is brought to you by attorney Tom Mosca and Mosca Law Offices, located in Kingston, serving all of your legal needs for more than 26 years. Reach attorney Mosca at 570-288-7917.
Third down about 25 to convert to a first. One of the things, or one of the thoughts here is, let's throw it down the field. If it's intercepted, it's going to be deep enough that it'd be just like a punt, number one. Number two, we might get an interference call. Let's see what the Black Knights do. They come out wide, trips right side.
And O'Donnell rolls that way. Now he's being pressured. He's looking to run. He lost the football. Still loose. And it's picked up by Monaco. Monaco is going to chug. Or excuse me, that's not Monaco. Yes, it is. Tom Monaco. Touchdown, Berwick.
One of the things that happens when a quarterback is trying to make a play, you're running around with the ball, Marty, and if you have it out, you never know. If I know you want to throw it down the field, but tuck it away until you can see down the field. Did not happen. O'Donnell dropped it on the ground, was knocked out of it, and there you see the replay. And Monaco with the touchdown.
That replay brought to you by S.J. Kowalski. Tom Monaco, the senior, on senior night, gets the touchdown.
6'3", 284 senior for the Bulldogs.
And we have a dead ball personal foul against the Bulldogs. They're going to assess it on the kickoff. Touchdown is good.
Touchdown counts. Touchdown, Tom Monaco.
I would say that he rumbled into the end zone. I think that's what they call those adjectives, adverbs.
Usually rumbled would be a verb, but that's okay. Marshman's kick is up and good. A minute 50 left in the opening quarter. Bulldogs now lead it 14-0.
Lake Lehman, nothing.
BLB Auto Sales is a division of Barbush Automotive. One call does it all. Looking for a good pre-owned car or truck? BLB Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, inspected vehicles. If you need repairs on your vehicle, then Barbush Automotive can handle any job at affordable prices. Located at 1299 State Route 940, Hazel Township, one call does it all. 570-454-7571.
Get red-hot prices on furniture and mattresses during Grand Central's summer clearance sale. We have a huge selection of Lazy Boy recliners. Choose any of these Lazy Boy recliners in 30 different colors at only $3.99. Get a Catnap or Patriot Power Lift chair in any of 4 colors for only $5.99. England sofas in 4 styles and 20 colors are also only $5.99. Sealy mattress sets start at only $2.99. And you can get free delivery and up to 60 months free financing on your new Sealy mattress. Everything to make your house a home. Grand Central, downtown Hazleton, and at the Laurel Mall.
Tom Monaco rumbles 36 yards with a fumble return. Marshman on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. Coach Adanovich from his own 20. Across the 30. And Coach Adanovich will be hauled down from behind. Nice open field tackle by Jacob Seeley.
I'll tell you what,
By number 6, Jacob.
Seeley did a great job on hustle down the field to make that tackle. That's what you like on special teams. Jacob Seeley, Jr., down the field very quickly.
And before that kickoff, Jim Burns pointed out during the break, Lake Lehman, time of possession advantage, 8:27 to 1:43 for the Bulldogs. But on the scoreboard, big play on special teams, defensive score, it's 14-0 Bulldogs. Borger in motion to the bottom of your screen. This is Kurtz. Stood in the middle. Kurtz bulls his way for an extra couple of yards for a gain of about 3.
Lake Lehman bangs it straight at you. They have not thrown the ball a lot this year, basically a running type offense. Problem being when you go down by 2 or 3 touchdowns, you have to get it down the field. We're in the first quarter. There's approximately a minute left in the first quarter, down by 14, so they don't have to be in a big rush, but they need to maintain possession and move the football.
O'Donnell, quick drop, pass complete to LeBar. Parks came up and dropped him immediately as he got to the 41 for a gain of 4. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3. Some out-of-town scores from Mountaintop. The Comets of Crestwood leading Wyoming Valley West 7-3, and in the back mountain, Dallas leading Hazleton area 3-0.
Alex Parks did a great job on coming up and making that tackle for Berwick. 3rd and about 4, as you mentioned, Marty.
Fake to Kurtz. I don't know if there was miscommunication or not, but O'Donnell ended up keeping the football and would be dropped for a loss.
You know what happens, Marty? I think it was going to be a quarterback draw, but we're going to go to the end of the quarter and then we'll talk about that.
Through 1, Berwick 14, Lake Lehman nothing. You're watching the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week on WILN.
Introducing CrossFit Drums, the Greater Hazleton area's first and only CrossFit affiliate. We still offer our traditional monthly gym memberships and one-on-one personal training, but have expanded to also offer CrossFit classes taught by multiple Level 1 CrossFit certified trainers. We are open 7 days a week, 365 days a year to help you achieve your fitness goals. CrossFit Drums now open and ready to get you in the shape of your life.
Pull it.
There are lots of things you can pull, but what's the most fun? Pulling parts at Harry's You Pull It, the world's largest auto salvage yard.
Pull it. Pull it.
Come visit any of their 3 convenient Harry's You Pull It locations: Hazleton, Allentown, Pennsburg, and Pull It.
Getting set for the start of the second quarter from Crispin Field in Berwick. McCroy on for the BLB Auto Sales punt. And this one will be angled out of bounds. We'll see where the officials will mark it. But Berwick should end up with good starting field position.
Marty, first quarter. Berwick, 13 yards rushing, no yards passing, 13 total yards of offense. Lake Lehman, 28 yards rushing, 4 passing, 32 yards of offense. Berwick has run 5 plays, Lake Lehman 16. Time of possession, Black Knights 10 minutes, 17 seconds. The Bulldogs 1 minute, 43 seconds.
And the other key stat that's slowed down Lake Lehman, 20 yards of penalties. Marshman hands off to Klinger, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Trey Borger was the first one to hit him.
Evan Klinger
tried to run a little bit of a counter to the right side. Trey Borger, great defensive play for Lake Lehman. Trey Borger, a player on both sides of the ball for the Black Knights. Bulldogs are looking at a 2nd and 10.
Before we get too far along, great to see Jared Marshman back from injury, but let's give a lot of credit to Alex Force. He held down the position very well, waiting for Marshman to come back from injury, and that young man deserves a lot of credit.
Formation change, high snap again as we're going to have a run to the corner.
Beckhorn is going to be brought down by Jarrett Cummings into Lake Lehman territory at the 48. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3.
3rd and 3. There you see the replay. Good blocking by Joe Norris on the corner. Tight end position. Berwick overloaded short side of the field. Snap was a little high again. Coach Sheptuck had mentioned that as Marshman goes under center,
Complete to Beckhorn. Beckhorn will step out of bounds, but not before he picks up a Harry's You Pull It first down at the Lake Lehman 36.
I'll tell you what impresses me. Marshman makes a good fake. You saw Trey Borger stop just a second on the fake and then comes out of there and makes a nice throw going left. He's able to get his shoulders around. Beckhorn for the first down.
Klinger, he's inside the 30, dives ahead, and it looks like they'll give him enough for a Harry's You Pull It. Bulldog first down.
I'll tell you what, Klinger, once he gets by the linebackers, he's moving. Again, Berwick doing a nice job with the motion. Klinger does an excellent job running out of a tackle, picking up another 3 or 4 yards in the first down. Nice job by that offensive front for the Bulldogs.
Marshman looking for Beckhorn, and it was up in the air and falls incomplete.
They were going to run that little screen inside the Beckhorn. They have 2 receivers already down the field blocking. Beckhorn, Marshman got the ball there. Beckhorn just, I think, was thinking about up the field before I caught it. And it bounced in the air, so second down.
Coming up at the half, it'll be the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. Halftime performance along with halftime highlights and stats, all coming up at the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. Marshman at the end zone looking for Beckhorn, incomplete. LeBar on the coverage for Lake Lehman. Flag is down as well in the end zone.
If the Lake Lehman defensive back did not bump into the receiver, they're going to wave it off. Okay. But I could see why the flag was down initially, but I think the call was over the head with the pass. The only thing I think when you look at Berwick's offense, sometimes they get a little impatient. They want to get it into the end zone, and they have the tools to do that. And sometimes that being impatient can get you in trouble.
Marshman to pass. Looking across the middle for Beckhorn. It's complete. Beckhorn down inside the 10. Good for another Harry's You Pull It. Bulldog first down.
I'll tell you what, it was a great throw by Marshman. Excellent catch. Liam O'Brien for Lake Lehman had pretty good coverage. Stepped in a little late. And Jared Marshman gets it there. Beckhorn with an excellent catch. Bulldogs.
Bulldogs in the Grand Central red zone. This is Shoemaker. And he'll be brought down inside the 5 to the 2. Second and goal coming up for the Bulldogs.
I can remember back to the first game against Hazleton. Shoemaker, I thought, had some very good runs. He seemed to level off in the middle of the season, but now coming back with a nice run after a block from Joey Lynn in that offensive line.
Shoemaker again hitting the backfield, and he is going to be brought down for a loss.
Shoemaker tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Quick penetration. There you're going to see it.
Underneath for the
Jared Cummings was the first one to hit him.
Cummings up the field right now for Lake Lehman.
So a loss of 2 makes it third and goal. Back to the 4.
Shoemaker did well to get it to the line of scrimmage or close to the line of scrimmage.
Marshman rolls, throws to the end zone, tipped and incomplete. LeBar tipped it away from Watts.
I'll tell you what, LeBar made a great play for Lake Lehman. Got his hand up. One thing you want to do with that is stretch it, and when you throw it outside the receiver so the cover man can't get a hand on it. That's what happened. Ball thrown a little inside. Pattern needs to stretch it a little bit more. Ken Marshman.
Ken Marshman will come on for a 21-yard field goal attempt. Just a little bit longer than an extra point. Bad snap. Klinger picks it up, trying to get to the end zone, and he won't get there. So Lake Lehman will get the ball back deep in their own territory, but the score will remain 14-0 with 8:33 left in the half.
One of the things the Bulldogs have had problems with has been snaps from center. There you see it. I'll tell you what, Klinger got outside, but right there, excellent job by Lake Lehman defensively.
Lake Lehman, 1st and 10.
Frank
2-yard line.
Cutts was there with one of the Black Knights and made a nice stop. Now, what you're looking at the ball on the 1 or 2 yard line.
And they're not even going to try handing it off. It'll be O'Donnell straight ahead. And it looks like he'll go from the 2 to the 4, maybe even the 5.
Nate O'Donnell.
You know, Marty, one of the things when we look at this, Coach Gilski, good game plan. Let's keep the ball. They're pretty good offensively, Berwick is, so let's try to keep the ball. They did that in the first quarter. Let's see how they handle this drive.
O'Donnell calls out the play, checks his wristband, and goes under center. Kojadanovich got the carry, and the Bulldogs not full, maybe a yard on the play.
Not in a big hurry. As we said, Lake Lehman wants to run the clock, and they are currently doing that. Faced with a 3rd and 7, maybe closer to 8.
Coming up at the half, it'll be the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. We'll have a halftime performance. Look at halftime stats and highlights. The Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. Coach Gilski didn't like what he saw. It looks like he's going to take a timeout. His team trails 14-0. We'll keep it here with 7:07 left in the opening half.
Good timeout. Coach Gilski saw what the defense would look like against that offensive set. Maybe he has a change in mind. Maybe he has a play where he wants to tweak a little bit based off the defense that Berwick had. So good timeout.
We mentioned Hazleton area down early tonight, 3-0 to Dallas. Starting Wednesday at 7, it'll be Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. Head coach Mike Brennan will discuss tonight's Dallas game, a look ahead to the regular season finale against Crestwood, and a special guest from the Cougar football team. All coming up starting this Wednesday at 7 here on WYLN. Sports Talk with Hazleton area head football coach Mike Brennan.
The Bulldogs win the contest. Vote now, vote often.
And just as I mentioned that second quarter, the Cougars have taken the lead over Dallas 7-3.
I know Coach Brennan was disappointed with your show last week after that loss to Donegal, who I think they impressed me. They were a pretty good football team. They ran the ball well off that wing tee look. They had some good athletes.
From the Lake Lehman 5.
Wyoming Valley West has taken the lead in Mountaintop, 10-7. This is Borger. Borger almost got hauled down, but he stayed on his feet, and he may have gotten enough, and it looks like he did. A Harry Zhu pull it first down for the Black Knights.
Borger with an excellent job. Looked like he didn't get a number. Let's check it in the replay. Right here.
Out to the 13-yard line, first down.
Ben Peck almost brought him down, but Borger was able to get up the field after that yank at his shoulder and pick up the first down.
Ball be marked at the Lake Lehman 13, but a new set of downs for the Black Knights, 1st and 10. Borger in motion. They fake to him. Kojadanovich ends up getting the carry. And he is going to be stacked up. Looks like they give him forward progress of about 3 to the 16.
A lot of motion to the left, and they came back, they being Lake Lehman, and tried to get it up a little bit of a counter inside. Picked up some yardage. Again, accomplishing what they want. Let's keep it away from the Bulldogs as we're looking nearing the 6-minute mark in the second quarter.
Visit the Hazleton Auto Mall on Airport Road to see the area's best selection of new cars, Hyundai, Kia, Nissan, and Honda. We're set for life, the Hazleton Auto Mall. And an official timeout called by Jim Miller.
With 5 minutes and 54 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Looks like they must have saw a cut on Evan Klinger as he's come over to the sideline for some attention. And it looks like Klinger's going to have to leave the game as Watts will check in for him. So now they wind the clock, and it's going to be a 2nd and 7 from the 16 for Lake Lehman, trailing 14-0 on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. Borger gets the carry. Borger still on his feet. He has a first down and more. Pulling his way out across the 30 to about the 32.
Right side run.
Berwick says he fumbled the football. I don't believe the officials agree. And it should be a Harry's you pull it first down.
Interesting formation as we look at it on the Kowalski replay. Borger ran the jet sweep after that. They were overloaded to that side, unbalanced. Borger is able to turn it up in all that traffic, pick up the first down.
Give him a gain of 16 on the play, all the way out to the 32. Coach Danovich in motion. The give is to Kurtz. Kurtz is going to be brought down low by Wilk. But not
Wilkes.
Before he picks up about 5.
Sorry, Marty. Tegan Wilkes, who's the safety. That gives you an idea how tight the Bulldogs are playing to the line of scrimmage. As I said before, play action. Coach Gilski holding that for another time, obviously. But one of the things you always talk to your people upstairs about is, what did it look like? The safety made the tackle. Maybe we can do something off play action.
On 2nd and 5, it's Kurtz, and he is going to be brought down for a loss of about a yard. Jimmy LeGrand led the charge.
I'll tell you what, LeGrand's played well for Berwick all year. Brings down Kurtz, no gain. Now that's a good example. Without any misdirection, they tried to run Kurtz off left tackle. Berwick is that quick to the ball. They have the ball in the middle of the field now.
Under 4 minutes remaining in the opening half. Bulldogs leading 14-0 on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. Lake Lehman faced with a 3rd and 6. Coach Gilski takes his second timeout, trailing 14-0.
3 minutes and 30 seconds second quarter.
It's Octoburger, the sale so big they named a month after it. At Berger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Route 93, Hazel Township.
Lowest price of the season on all the 2017 in-stock Wranglers. Lease a 2018 Jeep Cherokee Limited for only $199 a month. Save 20% on any 2017 Ram Bighorn in stock.
It's the Jeep Celebration event at Ram Power Days. At Berger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Route 93, Hazel Township.
Berger Family Dealerships. Drive with experience.
For more than 45 years, S.J. Kowalski has been installing and servicing high-efficiency heating and air conditioning systems. Customer satisfaction, safety, and quality have always been their #1 priority, and they have the track record to prove it. Act now for your S.J. Kowalski Lennox rebate up to $1,600 and 0% interest for up to 72 months. Lennox and S.J. Kowalski, heating and cooling the way the earth intended.
Lake Lehman ends up using their second timeout of the half. They have one remaining with 3:39 left in the half, but a critical 3rd and 6 coming up from their own 36-yard line. Black Knights in the white going from right to left on your screen. Coming on late for the Bulldogs is Ben Peck.
J.J. Snyder came off, Peck in.
Toss to Borger. He's looking to pass. He's got a man wide open. It's LeBar. LeBar inside the 20. 20. He's going to go. Touchdown, Lake Lehman. What a great call out of the timeout. Borger to LeBar.
I wonder if Coach Gilski's tuned into us. I mean, he was wide open. One of the things, if you're going to support quick on the run in the secondary, one of the things, you better have somebody on the receiver at least to bump him. LeBar was off the mark.
And LeBar is magical. 4 receptions now on the year, Joe. 4 receiving touchdowns.
You know what? Off the play action. You know, if you put it at the right time, and like I said, you got people biting on the run because that's what you do.
Salingo's kick is good. 3:29 left in the half. The Bulldog lead is cut in half, 14-7.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Enjoy a full menu with all homemade food. From breakfast, soups, sandwiches, entrees, and desserts. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. The food is great, the price is right. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Chura's Auto Sales has a great line of cars and trucks. Every vehicle is serviced, reconditioned, and inspected. Chura's Auto Sales offers you experience, quality, and service. Stop in today, North Broad Street and Susquehanna, West Hazelton.
We'd like to welcome you back to Crispin Field. The Black Knights get on the board. And Salingo is getting set for the Barbush Automotive kickoff.
Credit Coach Gilski. Lake Lehman went from their 2 to the Berwick end zone.
This is Parks. He's across the 25 and the 30. And he's going to be upended and brought down at about the 33. Finally bringing him down, Jake Ferguson.
Marty, Lake Lehman.
Return out to the 35-yard line.
64-yard pass. Kick was good. 8 plays, 98 yards, 5 minutes and 4 seconds. Borger with the throw, LeBar with the catch.
Berwick at their 33-yard line.
So the Bulldogs will have it at their own 33-yard line. 1st and 10. They have all 3 timeouts. Marshman, a quick drop, slings it out to Beckhorn. He cuts it back to the middle, and he is going to be hauled down at the 39 for a gain of 6. Liam O'Brien on the tackle.
So another look at that quick screen. Beckhorn, obviously very athletic, is able to turn it up the field for some decent yardage on the first down.
At the Berwick 40.
They gave him 7 on the play. Klinger on 2nd and 3 gets the carry. He's out to the 44. He's got a Harry's. You pull it. First down. Clock stops to move the chains. 2:50 left. Bulldogs with all 3 timeouts left in the half.
3 timeouts, Marty. 2:50 as they pick up a first down on the second down. So Marshman going from under center. Out of an I pro set.
Play action. Marshman looks right, throws, and a diving effort there by Wilk. Just slipped out of his fingertips, incomplete.
Tegan Wilk running the out at about 15 yards. Joey Lynn wide open in the flat. But Marshman trying to get to Tegan Wilk to get it down the field. Second down, clock stop.
Marshman this time will go out of the gun, and he's going to give it to Klinger. Klinger will get out to the 48 for a gain of 4. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Clock will continue to run. 2:25 and counting left in the half.
Frank Cutts again for Lake Lehman with a good tackle after that couple of yard pickup, third down. Lake Lehman almost in a prevent type defense. They have 3 men down.
Marshman's pass to Beckhorn high and incomplete. On the coverage, Nate Labar is going to bring up 4th down, and it looks like the Bulldogs will punt it away with 2:02 remaining in the half.
Jared Marshman upset with himself, thought he could have made a better throw. Little high.
Klinger on for the BLB Auto Sales punt. Borger back deep for the Black Knights.
Evan Klinger to punt for Berwick, standing at his 35.
Klinger gets off the left-footed kick. This is Borger. Takes it at the 20, and he's going to be hauled down after a short return.
I like Borger making that reception. Didn't do it under a fair catch signal. Tried to advance it, but he did make the catch instead of letting that punt
1st and 10
hit the ground.
At the 22-yard line.
And on that special teams coverage for the Bulldogs, that was Alex Parks that got down there and tripped him up.
Berwick special teams have been pretty decent this year. They have some people who can run, cover the field, get to the ball. It's important.
So with 1 timeout remaining and 1:54 on the clock, here come the Black Knights down 7. This is Borger on the toss play. Got back to the line of scrimmage.
Trey Borger on the carry.
And I believe we're going to get a timeout taken by Berwick. They lead 14-7. We'll keep it here. An update from the back mountain. Hazelton area's now lead is down to 1 at the half. Hazelton area 7, Dallas 6. In a critical game for both teams. Dallas on the heels of these Berwick Bulldogs in 4A. Hazelton area hoping for a little help to at least move up maybe a position in 6A as they're currently in the 4th spot. If the action would end today, they would have to make another trip to Delaware Valley.
They played pretty well the first time. Delaware Valley, a very good football team. Hazelton played them well, but like you said, they're looking for a little help, continue winning, see if they can jump to the 3rd spot.
And we saw from our crowd shot, we haven't mentioned yet tonight, with it being October and Breast Cancer Awareness Month, a pink out tonight here at Berwick. A lot of pink shirts. I saw a lot of wetsuit pink shirts, and the Bulldog players with either pink socks, pink towels, pink T-shirts as well. And Lake Lehman as well, showing some pink as well with the socks. So it's good to see that it's even trickled down to this high school level where they like to show the awareness for breast cancer.
I think it's something that the awareness, and many times is a community project that these students get involved in.
Kurtz is going to be brought down as shy of the 30.
On the carry, up the center of the
Kurtz went into the air, thought he was going to maybe come down on his feet, but he went down after a gain of about 3 yards.
So it'll be a 3rd and 3 coming up for Lake Lehman. They have to get to the 32 for a first.
If the Bulldogs make a stop here, I think you can say that they may use another timeout very quickly if they make a stop.
Kurtz leaning forward. It's going to depend on the spot. We'll see what Jim Miller says here.
Out over the 30, close to the
as he'll survey the spot. And he says, a Harry's, you pull it, Lake Lehman. First down, and the Black Knights may be able to run out the rest of this clock. 54.6 seconds remaining in the opening half.
Coach Sheptock was following the official as he walked out, because if it was 3rd or 4th down, he was going to jump in with the timeout.
Borger brought down immediately in the backfield.
Trey Berger on the catch.
Making that tackle, J.J. Snyder.
J.J. Snyder. We mentioned his name when we had Berwick before. He's playing very well. He's a junior. He's playing very well for the Bulldogs.
And he was actually part of closing that game out as Coach Sheptock went to the big backfield with him and Joey Lynn. They're going to toss it. Coach Danovich. And he is going to go out of bounds, but not before the clock hits zeros. We are through a half at Crispin Field. The Berwick Bulldogs, 7-1 on the year, looking to secure the number 1 seed in 4A in District 2, leading Lake Lehman by a score of 14-7 off a big play from special teams and a fumble recovery for a touchdown. And we are just about set up on the field. Mike Sosar is there. And we are just about set. Let's head it down to Mike and head coach of Berwick, Frank Sheptock.
Thanks, Marty. Frank, moving first half. Seems like the special teams kind of got it going there with the touchdown, but little nip and tuck here. It's close.
Oh, no doubt about it. Lake Lehman's playing extremely well. We're having a few breakdowns, but, they've responded. They got a nice stop in the red zone. Obviously, nice play on third down. Great ball game. They're 6-2 for a reason. They're hot right now. They've won 5, and you're seeing them play that way.
Yeah, Marshman seems to be moving the ball, looking real healthy. Hopefully get things going in the second half for you.
Sure. We need to be a little bit more efficient in the pass game right now. We've got some open receivers. We've got to catch the ball a little bit better and just getting a little bit of rhythm offensively. We haven't had the ball a lot with the defensive touchdown. We're not really in rhythm right now.
All right, good luck in the second half, Coach. Back upstairs, Marty.
Thanks a lot, Mike. At the half, Berwick 14, Lake Lehman 7. You're watching the Lehigh Valley Health Network. Game of the week up next. It'll be the Hazelton Auto Mall halftime show.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
The best team in the league is at Fairway Chevy Subaru in Hazelton. That's because nobody beats a Fairway Chevy Subaru deal. Nobody. We've got a playbook full of big discounts and low prices on every new Chevy and Subaru. No matter what your credit situation, Fairway's Chevy Subaru's team of finance experts have helped thousands of people with less than perfect credit get approved. It's fast, easy, and will help you score a new car. Catch the best deals all season long at Fairway Chevy Subaru in Hazelton. Nobody beats a Fairway Chevy Subaru deal. Nobody.
Welcome to the Hazelton Auto Mall halftime show. From Crispin Field in Berwick, the Bulldogs lead Lake Lehman by a score of 14-7. Setting up for their halftime performances, the Lake Lehman Marching Band will be heading to them shortly. But Joe, we bring you back on before we hear from the band. Coach Sheptock brought up an interesting point. You never want to turn away touchdowns, but they were on the field a long time, their defense, because of the defensive touchdown. Monaco picked it up, ran it in. They went up 14-0, but they gave the ball right back to Lake Lehman as they went on another time-consuming drive to the Black Knights, helping to contribute to their time of possession advantage.
I think one of the things we'll look at when we look at the stats later in the halftime time of possession, Lake Lehman obviously is going to have a huge edge in that because they had 10 minutes, almost 11 minutes of possession in that first quarter. So that'll be interesting. I think on the other side of the coin, Coach Gilski's feeling pretty good right now. They're working exactly like he wanted to. Eat the clock. Don't let Berwick have the ball. They turned the ball over when O'Donnell was trying to make a big play. If that didn't happen, we might be looking at a 7-7 game. So, and again, people look at Lake Lehman, they're 6-2, and as Coach Sheptock had mentioned, for a reason. they've been playing fairly well. So Bulldogs have a fight in their hands, 14-7 at the half.
Lake Lehman winners of 5 in a row after losses to Northwest and Scranton Prep in weeks 2 and 3. Jim Burns quickly calculated for us 7 minutes and 52 seconds that Lake Lehman had the ball to possession before the defensive touchdown and then after. It's a long time to have your defense on the field. And I think the other thing, special teams led to the first touchdown, but special teams also left 3 points on the board with the bad snap.
Exactly right. And that, right now you're looking at 14-7. One of the things that Bulldogs are going to have to do is become more efficient, not only in the passing game, more efficient handling the ball from center to quarterback.
This is the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show, and at the half from Crispin Field, the Bulldogs leading the Black Knights by a score of 14-7.
Are proud to present their 27th
and just about set for their halftime performance as part of the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. We're going to head down field level, and we're going to hear from the Lake Lehman High School marching band.
Production that will fuse us into another season. Medals get their shine through extreme pressure, and similarly, in our pageantry, we push through hardships and trials to shine in the end. The 3 elements we showcase tonight include copper, gold, and silver. Part 1, copper, a malleable ductile metal with very high thermal and electrical conductivity. Through this musical selection, we will conduct electrifying musical phrases that will captivate our flow. Part 2, gold, a precious metal that holds true to the test of time. Tradition and strength holds the value of this metal, just as our history is strong and shines through. Part 3, silver, a soft, white, lustrous metal that has the most reflectivity of the metals. Just as you hold true with strong foundation, you also must reflect on the past to create your path for the future. And part 4, forging. In this final part, we will use all 3 metals, combining their attributes and strengths to press on towards the future. And now, the Lake Lehman High School Marching Band.
high school marching band with their halftime performance. We're going to take a break. Up next, halftime stats and highlights. This is the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show.
Finally, a car buying experience where it's quick, transparent, and you're set for life. At Hazleton Honda, every new vehicle purchased includes a lifetime warranty, lifetime oil and filter changes, lifetime car washes, lifetime loaner vehicles, lifetime state inspections, and Sunday express service. A gigantic selection to choose from. Always amazing prices. Courteous and expert sales staff. Convenient store hours. Discover the joy of buying at Hazleton Honda, where you are set for life.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
Get red-hot prices on furniture and mattresses during Grand Central's summer clearance sale. We have a huge selection of La-Z-Boy recliners. Choose any of these La-Z-Boy recliners in 30 different colors at only $3.99. Get a Catnap or Patriot Power Lift chair in any of 4 colors for only $5.99. England sofas in 4 styles and 20 colors are also only $5.99. Sealy mattress sets start at only $2.99. And you can get free delivery and up to 60 months free financing on your new Sealy mattress. Everything to make your house a home. Grand Central, downtown Hazleton, and at the Laurel Mall.
BLB Auto Sales is a division of Barbush Automotive. One call does it all. Looking for a good pre-owned car or truck? BLB Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, inspected vehicles. If you need repairs on your vehicle, then Barbush Automotive can handle any job at affordable prices. Located at 1299 State Route 940, Hazel Township, one call does it all. 570-454-7571.
It begins with a click. And no matter where you are, you have countless choices at your fingertips. On the road, on your break, even in your own backyard. A world of entertainment is just a click away. Simply go to secv.com/TVE to get started. Service Electric Cablevision, connecting you to everything that matters.
We welcome you back to Crispin Field in Berwick. It is the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. With the score at the half, the Berwick Bulldogs leading the Black Knights of Lake Lehman by a score of 14-7. We're moments away from getting a look at the halftime stats, as always, compiled by our very own Jim Burns.
Marty, we're looking at Lake Lehman, 7 first downs, 71 yards rushing, 68 passing, 139 total yards, 1 turnover. Costly led to a Berwick touchdown, 1 penalty, 5 yards. Bulldogs, 5 first downs, 44 yards rushing, 37 yards passing, 81 total yards under their normal output. They have not turned it over. 2 penalties, 20 yards. And one of the things we talked about was time of possession. Huge advantage to Lake Lehman.
Looking at those stats, Joe, Berwick gives up 70.8 yards per game. They've already given up 71 in the first half. Start our highlights. A big play in that opening half was special teams. Evan Klinger took it from his own 45-yard line on this punt return. He would go 44 yards and set up the Bulldogs at the Lake Lehman 11. And then in 2 plays, Klinger would finish it off with this 6-yard run, and the Bulldogs would take a quick 7-0 lead. Then on 3rd and 25, O'Donnell looking to go deep with the pass, then tried to run, and then lost the football. Looked like Monaco there and knocked it away. Tom Monaco would end up picking it up, and he would rumble 36 yards for the Berwick touchdown, and they were up by a score of 14-0. After a bad snap on a Berwick field goal, the Black Knights would go 98 yards, 64 of them on the halfback pass by Trey Borger to Nate LaBar. The Black Knights were on the board, and they now trailed 14-7. And that is the score here at the half. This has been the Hazleton Auto Mall halftime show. Third quarter action is up next as part of the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week on WYLN.
Finally, a car buying experience where it's quick, transparent, and you're set for life. At Hazleton Honda, every new vehicle purchased includes a lifetime warranty, lifetime oil and filter changes, lifetime car washes, lifetime loaner vehicles, lifetime state inspections, and Sunday express service. A gigantic selection to choose from. Always amazing prices. Courteous and expert sales staff. Convenient store hours. Discover the joy of buying at Hazleton Honda, where you are set for life.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not going to do that.
Instead, I'm going to tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create. And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
The best team in the league is at Fairway Chevy Subaru in Hazleton. That's because nobody beats a Fairway Chevy Subaru deal. Nobody. We've got a playbook full of big discounts and low prices on every new Chevy and Subaru. No matter what your credit situation, Fairway's Chevy Subaru's team of finance experts have helped thousands of people with less than perfect credit get approved. It's fast, easy, and will help you score a new car. Catch the best deals all season long at Fairway Chevy Subaru in Hazleton. Nobody beats a Fairway Chevy Subaru deal. Nobody.
Pull it.
There are lots of things you can pull, but what's the most fun? Pulling parts at Harry's You Pull It, the world's largest auto salvage yard.
Pull it. Pull it.
Come visit any of their 3 convenient Harry's You Pull It locations: Hazleton, Allentown, Pennsburg, and Pull It.
It's Octoberger.
2017 Mazda 6 Sports Sedan. Buy it for $19,900 or lease it for only $109 a month. Or 2017 Mazda 3 Sports Sedan. Buy it for $16,599 or lease it for only $115 a month. 2017 Mazda CX-3 Sport. It's all-wheel drive. Buy it for $20,600 or lease it for $139 a month.
At Berger Mazda, Route 93, Hazel Township.
Berger Family Dealerships. Drive with experience.
We welcome you back to Crispin Field in Berwick. Live high school football here on WYLN. Start of the third quarter. Bulldogs up 14-7. Some quick stats from Jim Burns. Matt Kurtz, 10 carries, 41 yards. Trey Borger, 7 carries, 29 yards. O'Donnell passing 1 of 2 for 4 yards. Borger 1 for 164 yards in the touchdown. I mentioned LeBar earlier. I was corrected by Jim. LeBar now 5 receptions on the year for 4 touchdowns, as he had 2 receptions in that opening half for 68 yards and a touchdown. Evan Klinger, 8 carries, 33 yards and a touchdown. Jared Marshman is 3 of 10 for 37 yards. Beckhorn with all 3 receptions. Lake Lehman's run 30 plays to 21. They have the time of possession advantage, 17-21 to 6:39. And on third down, Lake Lehman 5 of 8. Berwick 2 of 5. Ken Marshman on for the Barbush Automotive. Kickoff third quarter is underway. Borger from his 1. He's across the 10. Borger straight up the middle. He's across the 30 and finally is going to be brought down near the 35-yard line. Bringing him down for the Bulldogs was Antonio Barada.
Borger found a nice space there on that kickoff return. You know, Marty, one of the things you look at here is, you know, the local press, a lot of other people saying the Bulldogs should have no problem. The longer that Lake Lehman can hang in there, the tougher they're going to become.
Couple of fakes. O'Donnell is going to pass, looking downfield. It's picked off. Tegan Wilk with the interception. That is his 6th on the year.
I'll tell you what, Tegan Wilk, that time, because so much movement in the backfield, he leveled off out there instead of coming up quick. Makes the interception. Big play. Coach Gilski, I think, felt let's try to catch him right at the beginning of the third quarter. Berwick's defense playing very heads up. Tegan Wilk with the interception.
So the offense will trot back onto the field. They'll go with a 4-receiver set, split. Marshman out of the gun. Fakes to Klinger, he keeps. And he is going to be brought down, maybe a gain of a yard. Josh Derling on the tackle.
Josh Derling
Marshman on the
playing
keeper.
very tough for that Lake Lehman defense.
Some out-of-town scores. Wyoming Valley West at the half, leading Crestwood 32-7. Third quarter action in the back mountain. The Cougars have scored again. They lead 13-6. Here, the pass is complete to Watts. He's in Lake Lehman territory. He's got a first down and more before he is brought down inside the 40 to the 36. Good for Harry's. You pull it. Berwick first down.
Watts, number 1, off the line of scrimmage. Nobody really on him. And plus, after the catch, he picks up about 15 yards.
At the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select a Fairway Motors player of the game. Marshman out to Beckhorn. Beckhorn eludes one, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds. Looks like they'll mark him at about the 29, give him 7 on the play.
Berwick trying to find a rhythm. Another thing Coach Sheptock mentioned at the half, they are now trying to find a rhythm offensively, coming out in a double slot.
Klinger. Derling grabbed him from behind. Holds him to a gain of about a yard.
And then Klinger on the Berwick carry.
Looks like it'll be a 3rd down and 2 coming up for the Bulldogs.
First down.
3rd and 2.
Gain of 1. 3rd and 2.
Shoemaker now checks in for Berwick in the backfield.
Shoemaker right side, tugging that line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get the carry, and he's in open field. Shoemaker is going to be hauled down inside the 10, but not before he picks up another Harry's. You pull it. Bulldog first down. Casey Kaminsky on the tackle.
Look at this in the replay. You have one man going by. I keep saying, great block.
First and goal for Berwick.
Left side of that line. Excellent block. Peck, Monaco, Noah Craig, the center.
Bulldogs in the Grand Central red zone on 1st and goal. Shoemaker still on his feet. Is going to be brought down after a gain of about 2 to the 6. 2nd and goal coming up.
2 yards on the carry.
Turnover again by Lake Lehman. The fumble in the first half, now an interception. Berwick knocking on the door.
Play action. Marshman being pressured. He's looking to run. And he is going to be brought down for a loss of about 2 on the play. Making the tackle again, Josh Derling.
Derling there, along with Frank Cutts. Here you see the fake. Up the field very quickly for Lake Lehman, causing a lot of, one of the down men causing a lot of confusion back there, forcing 3rd down.
Marshman out to Klinger, cuts it back, touchdown Berwick. What a nice move by Evan Klinger.
Great job, Marshman getting the ball there, but Klinger, when he's out in space along with Beckhorn and Watts, right here, look at it. Great move, back inside. Tough to make that tackle. Defenders running hard at him. What would help there, Marty, if you're on defense, is to play him a little tight so that he doesn't have that free release and then the move upfield.
Ken Marshman on for the point after. Again, a bad snap, and they rule Klinger down, so no good. 9:01 left in the 3rd. Bulldog lead is increased to 20-7.
It's Octoberger.
2017 Mazda 6 sports sedan. Buy it for $19.9 or lease it for only $109 a month. Or 2017 Mazda 3 sports sedan. Buy it for $16,599 or lease it for only $115 a month. 2017 Mazda CX-3 Sport. It's all-wheel drive. Buy it for $20,006 or lease it for $139 a month.
At Berger Mazda, Route 93, Hazel Township.
Berger Family Dealerships. Drive with experience.
It begins with a click. And no matter where you are, you have countless choices at your fingertips. On the road, on your break, even in your own backyard. A world of entertainment is just a click away. Simply go to secv.com/TVE to get started. Service Electric Cablevision, connecting you to everything that matters.
Bulldogs capitalize on a Lake Lehman turnover to increase their lead. Ken Marshman for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. This will be Borger from the 2. He's across the 10, the 15, the 20. And Borger will be brought down by the Berwick special teams at about the 23-yard line.
Marty Berwick off the Tegan Wilk interception. 8-yard pass from Marshman.
Alejandro Lopez assisting in on the tackle.
Kick failed. Klinger made a great catch and a move up the field. 7 plays, 57 yards, 2 minutes, 42 seconds. Bulldogs up by 13. Bad snap again. Something that has followed the Bulldogs almost this whole season. Sure, something that Coach Septok is obviously concerned about.
O'Donnell under center. And whistles stop the play.
First down play.
And it's a dead ball false start against Lake Lehman. They'll be 1st and 15 while they march off the penalty. I'd like to thank MetroCast Communications for making it possible for us to be in your living rooms this evening for this matchup between the Black Knights and Berwick in high school football action from Crispin Field in Berwick. Thank you so much for joining us on the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 9. Join us next week. The regular season finale will be in Mountaintop as the Comets of Crestwood will play host to the Cougars of Hazleton area. We'll be on the air next Friday night at 7 for the regular season finale of the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week. Hazleton area and Crestwood next Friday night at 7.
There's the overloaded line and the motion, but very quickly.
Joe Lynn on the tackle, bringing down Kurtz for maybe a gain of a yard.
Joe Lynn right there, right now. As you said, Marty, maybe a yard. They tried to run the overloaded right offense with motion, then bring Kurtz up inside, but Joe Lynn would have none of it.
Call it 2nd and 13. Toss to Borger. He cuts it back, and he is across the 25, and he is brought down at about the 26 by Wilk after a gain of 6. Visit the Hazleton Auto Mall on Airport Road to see the area's best selection of new cars. Hyundai, Kia, Nissan, and Honda, where you're set for life. The Hazleton Auto Mall.
3rd and 7. From the 26.
We've seen some play action tonight, one for a touchdown, one for an interception right at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Let's see what Coach Gilski does with this Lake Lehman offense. Now they're going to run from a balanced set. Tight wing, slot right, and motion.
And it's Borger. Monaco met him in the backfield, brings him down for no gain, bringing up 4th down.
Tom Monaco makes a nice play on defense. Sheds the blocker right there, deep in the backfield, then has help from his friends as Berwick stops Lake Lehman. J.J. Snyder again right there with Monaco.
Coming up at the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select a Fairway Motors player of the game.
Ian Evans. punting for Lake Lehman.
And that may have been blocked. Picking it up for Berwick was Peyton Williams. Flags are down as well.
It was blocked, Marty. Williams was able to grab. Then we had, I believe, 2 blocks in the back. So Berwick will have possession, but they're going to move them back, I believe. Right there, you see the block. Williams, and I couldn't get.
I believe it was Ryan Lawbaugh that came up and blocked the punt.
Ryan Lawbaugh.
But illegal block.
The block punt.
Illegal block in the back will move Berwick back, but they're still going to get great starting field position in Lake Lehman territory. The ball is going to be marked at the Lake Lehman 33.
Ryan Lawbaugh, sophomore, comes hard off the corner, gets a hand on that punt. Williams, then we had, as I mentioned, a block in the back. So the Bulldogs put their offense on the field. Lake Lehman's 33-yard line.
So that BLB Auto Sales punt by Evans, blocked by Lawbaugh. Bulldogs have it at the Lake Lehman 33, 1st and 10. Marshman out of the gun. Backcourt in motion. Fake. Right down the middle of the field, it's Norse. Norse inside the 10, he's gonna go! Touchdown Bulldogs!
Tight end. They have a little bit of a wide open offense. Marshman looking for the tight end who had, there's the fake, who had a clear release up the field. Joe Norse, touchdown Bulldogs. Berwick finding some rhythm offensively.
Ken Marshman on for the point after. Klinger gets it down, the kick is up, and it is good. 6:22 left in the third. Bulldogs have quickly lead it 27-7.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not going to do that.
Instead, I'm going to tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. 2 great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 25 minutes from Prattville, 26 minutes from Jim Thorpe, 28 minutes from Tamaqua, 20 minutes from Shavertown, and 28 minutes from Clark Summit. Barber Ford in Exeter and Hazleton. Online at barberautogroup.com, where nobody but nobody sells for less.
On the Barbush Automotive kickoff, Trey Borger is going to bring it back to about the 21-yard line. That's where Lake Lehman takes over, trailing 27-7. An interception and a blocked punt have led to 13 quick Bulldog points here in this third quarter.
I'll tell you what, Lopez did a great job on that kickoff coverage team, making the tackle. So, Lake Lehman has the ball on their own 20. Berwick, Norse, tight end, free release, 33-yard touchdown pass from Marshman. Ken Marshman with the kick, 1 play, 33 yards, 7 seconds. Ryan Lawbaugh, the sophomore, blocked the punt. I'm sure every snap is like an adventure for Coach Sheptock when they have to long snap it.
Kurtz high in the air, going up the middle. Gets across the 25 to about the 27. Give him 6 on the play.
Picks up 6 on the play.
If you or a loved one were injured in a car accident, speak with an attorney from the Slusser Law Firm in 1 hour or less. There is never a charge for us to evaluate your case.
Marty, the long snap reminds me of Jimmy Pearsall. Boston Red Sox became an announcer. Red Sox weren't very good, and he said, every ground ball to the infield is an adventure.
Borger gets maybe a yard, and that was appropriate as this is October, as half of the Fall Classic has already been decided. The Los Angeles Dodgers, National League champions, easily defeating the defending world champions in the Chicago Cubs. Kiki Hernandez, 3 home runs last night and an 11-1 drubbing of the Cubs. So the Dodgers back in the World Series for the first time since 1988 when Kirk Gibson hit that home run in Game 1 against Dennis Eckersley. O'Donnell, his third down pass. I think forward progress is going to be enough, and it is, for a Harry Jupulit Black Knight first down.
Good throw by O'Donnell. Came out.
And it is enough for a late Lehman.
Faced the right side, made a nice throw, picked up the first down. Good coverage by the Bulldogs secondary, but not before the first down was made.
End of 3 in the back mountain. We gave the score quick before the Cougars converted the kick. But they only have a 1-point advantage heading to the 4th. It's Hazleton area 14, Dallas 13. In a critical game for both teams, and a critical game for Dallas as they're chasing these Berwick Bulldogs in Class 4A and District 2. Kurtz on the carry. He's going to get, looks like about 3 to the 36.
And again, Joe Lynn
Monaco and Noah Craig
from that linebacker position along with Monaco make the tackle. Bulldogs up by 20, 27-7 as we look at 4:20, third quarter.
Kurtz straight up the middle. And he is going to get across the 40 to about the 41. It'll leave the Black Knights with a 3rd and 1 as the clock goes under 4 minutes on the third quarter scoreboard, brought to you by Berger Family Dealerships. A interception on a block punt has increased the Bulldogs' 7-point halftime lead to 20 here in the third, 27-7.
We'll bring up 3rd and
Marty,
1.
3 turnovers
41.
led to 21 or 20 points for the Bulldogs. The block punt, the interception, and the fumble by O'Donnell.
Donald comes back out with the play. They've got 10 seconds on the play clock. Still haven't broken the huddle. They're down to 5. Gonna have to hustle here, down to 3. Borger in motion. O'Donnell went up the middle, but there was great penetration up the middle by the Bulldogs, but O'Donnell was able to find the hole and pick up the Lehigh Valley Health Network, or excuse me, the Harry Jupulit first down.
And then one of the things, Marty, that Lake Lehman is doing is using the clock. The problem is you're down 20. So I know you don't want to give the Berwick offense the ball, but you have to make a play to try to get it in the end zone. It's late in the third quarter, you're down by 20.
With running this style of offense, almost imperative that they get a score on this drive. Borger lowered the shoulder, got out across the 45 to the 46.
Borger, right side carry.
Picks up about 3.
Berwick making a couple of substitutions.
Berwick tackle, gain of 3, 2nd down and 7.
Eric Montez in the ball game.
Second and 7 for the Black Knights, approaching 2:10 left in the third. They trail 27-7. Borger in motion. Fake. O'Donnell's pass, looking for the bar. Klinger may have gotten a hand on it.
I think it was tipped at the line of scrimmage or close to the line of scrimmage.
So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 7.
Here you have it. You had motion. O'Donnell come out, and you're right, Marty. Evan Klinger got over in time to make. That's why, rather than take that little rollout to the right, take a 2-step drop, Marty, and make the throw. That way, Klinger would have a difficult time getting there. What they're trying to do is help O'Donnell to get him closer to the receiver.
And they're going to give to the lone back in the backfield, Kojadanovic. He's going to be tripped up by Wilk, but it looks like not before he picks up a Harry's. You pull it. 1st down.
Tegan Wilk, quick.
1st and 10, Lake Lehman.
Support on the run. But as you mentioned, Marty, Lake Lehman picks up another 1st down. Good point you made a few minutes ago. If you use a clock here and don't score, it's really all for naught. You have to put the ball in the end zone.
Borger gets the football. And Borger with a hard run down to the 40. Give him a gain of 7 on the play.
On the 1st down carry to the Berwick 40.
I'll tell you what this offense does. If you're defensively, and Berwick has some players obviously that play both ways, it can wear you down. They bang it at you for 10, 12, 13 plays. The Berwick coaching staff have made some substitutions. I mean, obviously what you try to do is we go under 1 minute. You try to force the turnover. Lake Lehman doing a nice job holding on to the ball.
11th play of the Black Knight drive at 2nd and 3. And the handoff is to Scott Robbins. Late flag has been thrown. Robbins picked up a yard. We'll see what the referee, Jim Miller, threw the flag. So we'll see what he got here.
Usually when a play is extended like that, it's defense, whatever it might be. Grabbing a face mask, grabbing somebody around. I mean, there's a multitude of things that can happen if the ball carrier doesn't go down at the line of scrimmage.
So the penalty against the Bulldogs will give Lake Lehman a Harry's. You pull it 1st down via penalty.
1st down at the Berwick.
But it's a free 15 yards all the way inside the 25 to the 24.
Helps Lake Lehman's cause as the clock running. They're going to have to run a play before the end of this 3rd quarter.
Down to 25 seconds on the game clock. Play clock down to 6. Kojadanovic. He's going to get inside the 20 to about the 19, a gain of 5. But unless they hurry, that'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter as the clock continues to run. It's going to go to zeros. At the end of 3, Berwick 27, Lake Lehman 7. You're watching the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week on WILN. 4th quarter action up next.
Finally, a car buying experience where it's quick, transparent, and you're set for life. At Hazelton Honda, every new vehicle purchased includes a lifetime warranty, lifetime oil and filter changes, lifetime car washes, lifetime loaner vehicles, lifetime state inspections, and Sunday express service. A gigantic selection to choose from. Always amazing prices. Courteous and expert sales staff. Convenient store hours. Discover the joy of buying at Hazelton Honda, where you are set for life.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
We welcome you back to Crispin Field for live high school football here on WYLN. Start of the fourth quarter on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. Berwick on the strength of an interception and block punt with 13 on the board in the third and go from 7 to 20 from a halftime lead to the start of the fourth. Lake Lehman will have the ball with a 2nd and 6 from the Bulldog 20 as they enter the Grand Central red zone to start the fourth.
I think I've been in a few huddles with Coach Sheptock during a game. I think he was reading the riot act to his defense, and I don't think it's about their play overall. It may have been about that penalty, which puts Lake Lehman at the 20-yard line of Berwick. Third quarter, Berwick 90 yards of offense, Lake Lehman 54.
Here is Borger trying to get to the outside. He'll be hit out of bounds at the 16 by Wilk. Klinger had him around the ankles. Give him another gain of 4, 3rd and 2 coming up.
Tegan Wilk and Klinger both getting there very quickly, forcing that third down. Time of possession. Third quarter, 9-11 for the Black Knights, 2:49 for the Bulldogs.
And Lake Lehman ran 16 plays to the 9 of Berwick. But the Berwick, despite not being on the field much, got some helps from special teams and their defense.
3 turnovers, Marty, that'll do it.
On 3rd and 2, Kojadanovic. He's got the first down and more. We'll see where they'll give him forward progress. Looks like they'll give him the Harry's You pull it first down to the 10.
Kojadanovic right off that A-gap, center guard, picks up the first down, and it's going to be 1st and goal from just inside the 10 or on the 10.
Attorney Tom Moska and Moska Law Office is located in Kingston, serving all of your legal needs for more than 26 years. Reach Attorney Moska at 570-288-7917. 1st and goal, Black Knights. Borger in motion. Kojadanovic got the carry, and he is going to be knocked down at about the 4. A gain of 6. 2nd and goal coming up.
Left side of Lake Lehman's offensive line. Nice job there. Motion right, running that ball back to the left side. So it sets up a 2nd and goal from just inside the 5.
Want to thank MetroCast Communications for helping us get live into your homes this evening for this matchup between Lake Lehman and Berwick, which has a 2nd and goal from the Berwick 4. Kojadanovic dancing along the line, and he tucks his way in the middle for a gain of about 2. 3rd and goal from the 2 coming up.
Well, we talked about imperative that Lake Lehman scores on this drive. So they have 2 downs to convert.
2-yard line, 3rd down.
If you're down by 20, which they are, I don't know that you think about a field goal. If you do have a field goal kicker, you want to come away with 7 points if you can.
That last replay brought to you by S.J. Kowalski. 3rd and goal, Black Knights. Borger in motion. He gets the football. He lowers his shoulder. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Lake Lehman.
Borger was able to get it a little wider.
2 yards.
Defensive player to that side really didn't step up, sort of looked and was fighting with the blocker. Lake Lehman puts it into the end zone, so they come away with the score as we talked about, Marty. Blocker was Scott Robbins.
Silingo on for the point after. Hold is down. Kick is up, and it is good. 9:33 left in the fourth. It's now 27-14 Bulldogs.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
Boyer Insurance Agency, 78 Sugarloaf Avenue in Sugarloaf. Quality coverage, competitive rates, discounts, recreational vehicles, boats, campers, and motorcycles. Find the coverage you want at the right price. Call them at 570-788-3543.
We welcome you back to Crispin Field in Berwick. Ian Evans getting set for the Barbush Automotive kickoff as Lake Lehman gets back on the board. They now trail by 13. And they go with a quick onside kick. Football is loose. Lake Lehman says they got it. What do the officials say? They agree. Black Knight football at the Berwick 48. Making the recovery. I'm sorry, Joe. Jarrett Cummings.
I'll tell you what, you have to really give Coach Gilski credit. Caught the Bulldogs off guard. Their front line, two of the players tried to make a stab at it, but the Black Knights recover. Coming off that touchdown, Borger, 4-yard run. Kick was good. 27-14.
Borger cannot get to the outside. He's brought down for a loss of 2 on the play.
For no gain.
Once again, we talked about it in the first half where the Bulldogs had to come out back-to-back possessions defensively. Here again in the fourth, having to come right back on the field after the onside kick recovery.
Well,
Ojedanovich with a gain of 4. Sorry, Joe.
That's okay, Marty. And we talked about when you're on the field for 75, 80% of the time, and then you have to go to the offense the other 20%, the majority of players, that can tire you out. So Lake Lehman working their plan right now, down by 13. Clock is running. They have all 3 timeouts left.
And the thing, you went for the onside kick. I would think 3rd and 8 here, you don't get it. They're going all for it on 4th.
No doubt. I don't know why you would punt it away when you just took the chance on the onside.
Ball is loose, but they're saying Ojedanovich was down after a gain of 1. So now we'll find out. 4th and 7 from the 45. The Black Knights have to get to the Berwick 38 for a first down.
Coach Ojedanovich didn't really have a chance to turn it up. Berwick defense, great job here. 3 downs. Lake Lehman has picked up about 4 yards. But as we said, I don't think you're going to punt it away after taking a chance on that onside kick.
Play clock down to 10, though. Lake Lehman's going to have to hustle here. Play clock to 5.
Might be a good time for a timeout. You don't want to rush a play.
Pump by O'Donnell. They're looking for the screen. Flag is down. O'Donnell's pass will go out of bounds, incomplete.
Pass by O'Donnell as he's flushed out of the pocket.
And Joe, you might have seen a hold defensively.
It'll be interesting to see what this call is. And I'm thinking that he's going to make that defensive call because the screen man got latched onto. That's my guess.
Joe, great call. Jim Miller called it that way. Holding on the defense. Coach Ojedanovich had gotten by the defender. Looked like he may have just reached out and grabbed him.
Hey, we're going to take a look at it, Marty. There's the fake. Now, you're not going to see the hold. The hold took place already.
Lake Lehman gets a first down.
So, Lake Lehman, as Jim Miller comes over and explains that call to Coach Sheptock.
So the Black Knights get another Harry's, you pull it first down via penalty. Ball marked at the Berwick 35, 1st and 10. 7:15 remaining in the fourth. They trail 27-14.
I'll tell you what, Marty, it was a heads-up play defensively. It really was. I think it was one of the defensive down men. They reached over there and should almost tackle him rather than just grab on.
Coach Danovich dropped down, probably for a loss. J.J. Snyder.
On the carry, J.J. Snyder.
I'll tell you what, Snyder's played very well for the ball. Here you see it. I mean, he 4 yards, 3 yards deep in the backfield for the tackle. Junior, good size, has played well, and when we've had the Bulldogs on WYLN, he has done well.
2nd down and 11, from the 36. O'Donnell rolls left, looking. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Gets maybe a yard.
O'Donnell rolling
Interesting call. They went to the short side. O'Donnell tried to sneak a back out after motion to the field, but nothing there. Berwick defensively did a nice job forcing O'Donnell out of bounds. Helps Lake Lehman in that it stops the clock, but there was no gain, so it's 3rd and 10. But again, you had started this series off a onside kick, so this is 4 down territory for you. 6:26 left, 4th quarter, Marty.
I'd like to thank the Third Base Luncheonette for supplying our crew meal tonight, as they have for so many seasons on WYLN. Third Base Luncheonette, located just off of 9th Street in Hazleton. Many thanks to the Third Base Luncheonette. 3rd and 10, Black Knights from the Bulldog 35. Trailing, 27-14 clock stop, 6:26 remaining in the fourth.
Trips right, Marty.
High snap. O'Donnell is going to look to run. Eludes a couple. But can elude the second rush of Bulldog defenders. Gets maybe another yard or 2, but it'll be 4th down and about 8.
Trips right, wide receiver left. Quarterback in the shotguns. High snap sort of threw O'Donnell off. Forces the 4th down.
And we haven't seen him in a while. Jim Burns pointed out it looks over on the Lake Lehman sideline on the bench without his shoulder pads on is Matt Kurtz. He has been replaced by Robbins. And as Joe, you mentioned on that touchdown run, Scott Robbins had that big block for Borger. And he is basically in the lineup now for Kurtz.
Same formation. Now,
Robbins will go in the backfield behind O'Donnell. O'Donnell rolls right, throws, intercepted. Damon Beckhorn.
I think O'Donnell, he was getting some pressure. He just was trying to make a play, throw it in there. Berwick had great coverage, 2 or 3 defenders right there. Beckhorn comes up with a big catch. Here you see it. Now you see some pressure. Tegan Wilk right behind Beckhorn as Beckhorn comes up with the interception.
Joe, Lake Lehman's offense was on the field for 12 minutes and 59 seconds, consecutive possessions. Unfortunately, if you're a Black Knight fan, they only came away with 7 points.
I'll tell you what, Coach Gilski put together a good game plan. There's no doubt about it. The turnovers hurt him tonight.
27.
Shoemaker gets the carry. Shoemaker in the open field. Down the sideline is Owen Shoemaker. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Berwick.
You know, I talked about Shoemaker. He was early on, looked like got it up the field, running north and south. Then Coach Sheptock thought he leveled off a little bit, but here Shoemaker does a great job getting it up the field. Touchdown.
63-yard touchdown run by Shoemaker. But guess what, Joe? The Berwick defense is going to have to come back on the field.
Well, but one of the things here, you could put some younger kids in now. You're up by 19, soon to be 20. Never take anything for granted, but there's 5 minutes, 10 seconds. So you might want to give some of your younger people a chance.
Marshman's kick is up and good. 5:10 left in the fourth. Bulldogs 5-10 away from going 8-1.
It's Octoberger, the sale so big they named a month after it.
Save over $4,000 on the purchase of any 2017 Buick Encore from stock. Get $4,000 down payment assistance from GM Financial on the purchase of any 2017 GMC Acadia. Save over $8,500 on the purchase of this 2017 GMC 2500 Double Cab.
At Berger Buick GMC, Route 93, Hazel Township.
Berger Family Dealerships. Drive with experience.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins. National currency. Fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
We welcome you back to Crispin Field. Bulldogs, quick strike. Owen Shoemaker, one play. Bulldogs back in front by 20. Ken Marshman for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. Kojadanovich from the 5. He's across the 15, the 20. And Kojadanovich will finally be brought down at the 29-yard line. LeGrand, Barada, bring him down.
Marty Berwick, Shoemaker's 63-yard run after the interception by Beckhorn. PAT was Marshman, Ken Marshman. Kick was good, one play, 63 yards, 13 seconds. And the defense sitting there saying, we have to go out again?
It's been quick strikes tonight. Turnovers, a forced fumble that Tom Monaco brought back for a touchdown. Tegan Wilk with a big interception in the second half led to another score. Special teams also big, a big return by Klinger, a blocked punt by Lawbaugh. So the stats are going to be a little lopsided.
No doubt about it.
But some different aspects of the game have helped contribute to Berwick 4:45 and counting from going to 8-1. And we'd like to remind you that this game will be rebroadcast Saturday at 1, Sunday at 12:30 here on WYLN. And we also want to thank MetroCast Communications for allowing us to be live in your homes tonight in this game between the Black Knights and Bulldogs. As O'Donnell back to pass, looking for the bar downfield and just out of his reach, incomplete. On the coverage was Ryan Lawbaugh.
Lawbaugh let the receiver inside of him and then didn't run the route with him, sort of slowed down. You got to be over his far shoulder. And Lawbaugh with decent coverage, but an accurate pass, Marty, might have been a completion.
So 3rd and 1 for the Black Knights as Kojadanovich appears to have it out to the 40 forward progress. Gives him a Harry's, you pull it. First down.
Yeah, right at the 40-yard line. He needed, looked like the chains were at the 39, and he's at the 40. So first down for
1st and 10 at their 40.
Lake Lehman. Clock running, down by 20. It's 34-14, Bulldogs on top.
Lake Lehman finishes their season next week at Dallas. Berwick on a road trip to Williamsport. The Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 10, sends us to Mountaintop. As Crestwood will play host to Hazelton area. We'll be on the air next Friday night at 7. Hazelton area, Crestwood, the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 10, here on WYLN as Robbins gets the carry. He gets a nice gain of about 7 yards to the 47.
Robbins able to turn it up.
Robbins on
that play.
Picks up
jet
7 yards on
sweep
first
type
down.
play. It all depends on whether after you're outside the end, Marty, whether you can plant your foot and turn it up the field. If that doesn't happen, you stay flat, no gain. Robbins did a nice job turning it up the field.
2nd and 3 for the Black Knights from their own 47. O'Donnell out of the gun. Fake to Kojadinovic. Now he's being pressured by Monaco. Got rid of it. Incomplete. 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Black Knights with the clock stopping at 2:57 left in the 4th.
You know, we're at the point where throwing off play action isn't going to accomplish a lot. Obviously, Lake Lehman right now needs to get the ball down the field, not something that their offense does well, the passing game out of the drop back. That's not a knock against Lake Lehman because they have run the ball extremely well tonight. And I'll tell you what, the game plan was well put together. The turnovers really hurt them.
Kojadinovic trying to bounce it to the outside. The Bulldogs read it well. J.J. Snyder brings him down. Noah Craig strung him out to allow J.J. to make the play.
Yard on the play. J.J. Snyder.
4th down.
Lost the yard on the play, so it'll be 4th and 4.
See if they're going to punt it. Coach Sheptock giving the safe signal, which means exactly what the signal is. Play it safe. We're looking. Anything can happen here.
I think Coach Gilski rather save his guys for next week's game against Dallas. Evans on for the BLB Auto Sales punt. Timeout taken by Lake Lehman. They trail 34-14. We will keep it here. Mentioned the Cougars of Hazleton area starting Wednesday at 7. It's Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. Join head coach Mike Brennan as he'll talk about tonight's game with Dallas, a look ahead to the regular season finale against Crestwood, and then have a special guest from the Cougar football team. It's Sports Talk starting Wednesday night at 7 here on WYLN with Hazleton area head football coach Mike Brennan.
Marty, credit Lake Lehman. Done a decent job tonight moving the football. Credit Berwick's defense. They're on the field a lot of time, and as I said before, there are some players that play both ways. So defense for Berwick really did a commendable job. All those statistics, as you mentioned.
And I think you also got to give credit to their special teams. Despite the 2 bad snaps on kicks, they had the big punt return by Klinger that set up their first score. They had the block punt in the 3rd quarter that got them their 4th overall score, the 2nd and the 3rd quarter. You know, special teams was big as well.
You're right. And then Monaco with the knocking it away and recovering the fumble. Tegan Wilkes' interception, Beck Horn's interception has
Evan Klinger comes up, brings down Kojadinovic on downs. The Berwick Bulldogs will get it back. Before that play, Jim Burns showed us, and this is where they get skewed. Remember, 2 different situations that the Berwick defense had to get back on the field immediately. Lake Lehman, 36-06 with the football. Berwick, 9-41.
Exactly, and we talked about that. As you saw, Evan Klinger with a huge hit on that play.
And we are going to announce at the end of tonight's game our Fairway Motors player of the game. Evans had a big night tonight, but he was our player of the game week number 1 against Hazleton area, so we like to divvy up the awards. So Evan had a big night, but we will say Evan's not going to be the Fairway Motors player of the game tonight.
We had several people to look at, so we'll announce that as the clock runs down to 2 minutes.
But I just wanted to preface that, Joe. Shoemaker, another big run. He's into open field again. Shoemaker down the sideline. 1 man to beat. Touchdown, Berwick. Back-to-back carries, back-to-back touchdowns for Owen Shoemaker.
I'll tell you what, Owen Shoemaker, we talked about him becoming a north to south again. I tell you, great block at the line of scrimmage to open that up. Another block downfield. Another block downfield. You can't say enough about it. Almost a mistake on Shoemaker's part. Bulldogs quitting at the 5-yard line or starting to coast at the 5, but he gets into the end zone.
Ken Marshman will be on for the point after.
And I'll go back to my statement. The defense is, we got to go in again.
High snap. Klinger got it down. Marshman's kick is good. We'll keep it here. With 1:57 remaining, Berwick increases their lead to 41-14. I believe that's the third offensive possession that the Bulldogs scored in one play. They also had a defensive touchdown. They had another possession where the special team set it up. They took 2 plays to score. So, you wonder how could the time of possession be so askew, but Berwick be up by so much. You get those factored in.
I'll tell you what, Marty, when you look at Berwick's offensive line, Peck's a junior, Monaco's a senior, Craig Zalutko are sophomores, along with tight end Montees, and when they use Joe Norris, he's a senior. But there's some youngsters on that offensive line. They did a great job Shoemaker did a nice job of running, as I said, north and south, but the line did an excellent job of blocking.
Marshman will come on for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. Borger and Kojadinovic back deep, awaiting the kick from Marshman. Bulldogs have run 4 offensive plays. Their last 4 offensive plays, Joe, 4 Bulldog touchdowns.
That's pretty efficient.
Shoemaker, his last 2 carries go for 106 yards and 2 touchdowns, as Kojadinovic will be brought down in an open field tackle on special teams by Ryan Lawbaugh. We talked about special teams. Credit Lawbaugh with the block punt that led to one of those one-play scoring drives. That was a Marshman pass to Norris down the middle
and
of
I'll
the
tell
field.
you what, Marty, I'm going to give you something else. Lawbaugh, 6 foot, about 160, 165, a sophomore. So Berwick has some youngsters on the field.
And with this final score from the Back Mountain, Berwick with the win tonight as the Black Knights take a timeout to set up their offense. It'll be their second timeout. We keep it here with 1:51 remaining in the fourth. Hazelton area moves to 5-4 with a 16-13 victory over Dallas. With this victory tonight, Berwick will secure a number 1 seed in District 2 4A, which means in the 8-team tournament, they'll be home for as long as they stay alive and get to play here at the friendly confines of Crispin Field.
Exactly, and I'll tell you what, Marty, you can't emphasize that enough. I mean, we're home. I'm looking at the end of the Chiefs and the Raiders last night, and I'm thinking, what part did that home crowd have? I mean, those 2 one-time plays were one thing, but the home crowd is into it. I mean, and the Raiders come away with the 1-point win. So home field, always an advantage.
And Lake Lehman making some changes, getting some younger players in, as going on the end around and being tackled by Barata for a loss. That was Floyd McCroy. He got the handoff from Jake Ferguson. A loss all the way back to the 10. A loss of 6 on the play. And, Joe, there's some history here at Crispin Field.
Loss of 7 on the play.
There's some history here. We talked about it last week. 25th anniversary of that 1992 state championship team here at Berwick. So there's some history that has gone through this facility here at Crispin Field. There may have been some renovations and such since that 1992 season, but the memories are still fluid. And this Berwick team, they have a tough task next week to go to Williamsport to make it 9-1, but a very good football team that Coach Sheptock has here.
There's no doubt about it, Marty, as Barata made a great play on the last run by Lake Lehman.
And another tackle for a loss, this one for about 5 yards.
For a loss on the play. Anthony Cisco.
Making that tackle was Anthony Cisco, 6 foot, 188 pound sophomore.
And Lake Lehman does not have to run another play.
And it does not look like they are going to. Their 5-game winning streak is snapped, but they're still in pretty good position in 3A at District 2, trailing Scranton Prep and Western Wayne. Lake Lehman is going to be a tough out in that District 2 tournament. Coach Gilski has a very good football team. If not for critical mistakes, this game could have been a whole lot closer than the 41-14 final.
There's no doubt, Marty. The turnovers hurt Lake Lehman, helped the Bulldogs, but they did what they wanted to. They controlled the clock, ran the football. I think it was a good game plan. One of the things you have to do is smooth over your special teams with the block punt. But Berwick Bulldogs, now 8-1, as you mentioned, will be home for the playoffs. And we'll see how that fleshes out.
It was believed that with a win they would have clinched the number 1 seed, but I'm a firm believer that with their win tonight and Dallas's loss to Hazleton area, that the Berwick Bulldogs will get that number 1 seed in the District 2 4A tournament. Waiting for Mike Sosar down on the sideline is Coach Sheptock congratulating his players on senior night. Quite a senior night for this group of seniors. And looks like we're just about set. Mike Sosar with winning Berwick head coach Frank Sheptock.
Thanks, Marty. Coach, defense. Interception is second half. And it's 7 minutes. The block punt on special teams, all leading the scores. And then to top it off, Damon Buckhorn's interception about 5.5 in the fourth. Just kind of icing on the cake right there.
Sure, defense came up with some big plays. Obviously, they pushed the ball very well on us. I mean, it's a system-type offense. Is very difficult to defend. You know, obviously, they came in hot, so I got to tip my hat to how their offensive line played. Real proud with how the defense responded. Gave us some opportunity. We needed to come out of the locker room with some momentum. Tegan gets the great interception. We're able to capitalize on that. And then again and again, we came up with big plays. And then the other thing is, you know, obviously we didn't have the ball a lot the second half. I mean, we only ran 15 plays at halftime, you know, and then we were able to pound the rock where Owen Shoemaker, where we're trying to finish the game off, does a great job, and hats off to the O-line. Great team win.
Awesome. A lot of tired boys on D. Coach, moving on to William, but you can't help think, number one in heading into the playoffs, District 4, or District 2, Quad A.
Hey, what, you know, the road leads through Berwick. Obviously, that was one of our goals, to be able to play as many games here as we could. You know, the boys did a great job all year. A lot of obstacles that we had to overcome, a lot of adversity, but you see great character and great resolve by this team. Hopefully that carries over into the district playoffs.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Upstairs to you guys.
Well, Coach Sheptock mentioned that his team only ran 15 plays in the opening half. Well, he ran 17 in the second half. 32 plays offensively. Lake Lehman ran 63. They had the time of possession advantage, 38:07 to 9:53. But as Jim Burns pointed out, the last 4 offensive plays for Berwick all led to touchdowns. They come away with the 41-14 victory.
Yeah, you run 32 plays, 15 and 17, and you score 40-some points. That's pretty good offense. And again, your defense was on the field a lot, played well.
And a member of that defense is our Fairway Motors player of the game, Tom Monaco. Came up with the big fumble recovery, in which it looked like in the replay he batted the ball away from O'Donnell, the quarterback, ended up picking it up, going 36 yards for the touchdown. Tom Monaco, our Fairway Motors player of the game, as you see him there, picking up the fumble, going those 36 yards, and also a key member of that offensive line.
Tom Monaco, and I used the word rumbled.
I still think it's a verb.
I'm checking. I'll let you know next week. It's my homework assignment.
Tom Monaco, our Fairway Motors player of the game, the senior on senior night, recovering the fumble, taking it in for the touchdown to get the Bulldogs to 8-1 on this season, the number 1 seed in District 2 of the Quad A tournament. And as Coach Sheptalk mentioned, the district championship will have to make a run through Crispin Field here in Berwick, home of the Berwick Bulldogs. Lake Lehman, 150 yards rushing, 72 through the air, 222 yards of total offense. Berwick, 172 yards rushing, 105 through the air, 277 of total offense. We are going to say goodnight on this pink out senior night from Berwick High School. For our director, Barry J.S., for stats by Jim Burns, for Mike Sosard, the coach, Joe DeMelfi, I'm Marty Burns saying so long. Once again, the final score. Berwick 41, Lake Lehman 14. Join us next Friday night for the Lehigh Valley Health Network regular season finale, week number 10 of the Game of the Week. Hazleton area, Crestwood will be on the air next Friday night, live at 7 o'clock from Mountaintop. This has been a WYLN Sports Special presentation. Many thanks to MetroCast Communications, and good night from Berwick.